It's been 10 years.
10 years. 2015.
I remember I was editing the first episode during the Super Bowl.
We are going to be reviewing some macaroni and cheese on our new program, Boxed Mac.
Some people ask, they go, what are you going to do for the 10th anniversary of BoxMac? We're going to unbox a shitload of boxes.
This is the most boxes I've ever seen. And from what I've heard from the rumors, we're going to do it all right now.
Now that we've been doing this for 10 years, I've learned what the timeline looks like. The entire fall and holiday season is completely packed with content creation.
Yep.
Not to mention the podcast and stuff takes us away. And
Sure.
There's just so much to do. And then boxes start coming in, coming in. And I'm like, maybe someday.
I feel like you could have announced that more viral. Like, this is the 10-year, 100-box, 24-hour challenge.
Might as well jump.
Yeah.
Well, let's just start with.
Well, look at this. We talked about these, and I am so happy to see one of these in my home and now in my life.
These cute little baskets.
Are they for sale? I would buy one.
They should be selling fixtures because I would absolutely buy one of these.
Yeah,
We can ask what's in Junt's teeny party city cart.
We wanted these little baskets and we wanted some shopping carts, potentially. The shopping carts might have been just us in our high.
Yeah, in our high. I think we're having a high, a champagne high.
And they never called us. And then Frankie and I went back to the store to just see where they were at with the sales. And those were on sale. $5 a piece. They were never going to call us.
Yep. I love it. Thank you so much for picking it up for me.
What are you going to put in it?
It's got a lovely size and depth. I don't know exactly what I'll put in it, but I'll find something.
Maybe some computer parts in the lab?
You know, the first thought that came to my mind, because I'm such an old man, I take a lot of vitamins and supplements. I could put all my vitamins and supplements in here.
This could be your medication basket.
Yeah, exactly. They're getting old, Frank.
My first thought was because it says Party City on it, like party supplies, napkins, and for the summer party.
You can put the smallest of your Pfaltzgraff in there.
Yes.
The next thing I want to do is our fan, Super Anthony, sent us like gifts. You know when it's Christmas time?
I do.
And someone like gives you like a tree full of gifts?
Yeah.
Well, we got that. And he also put together like a video about the gifts.
Yes, he did.
I wanted to send this as a thank you for a while now. People are an extension of who they surround themselves with.
So, LaserDiscs.
Yep.
You don't know this about me yet. I found a guy in Canton, giant Frankenstein tall guy.
Yeah.
He just keeps sourcing LaserDiscs. And he's selling them for $5.
He's in like a relationship with him. They've got a thing. It's like when somebody goes shopping for designer bags and then they assign like a salesperson to you who will reach out to you and be like, this really expensive
Look,
bag.
I got a really nice bag.
So the other night, I'm driving home from Boston. I'm making good time.
Yeah.
And I see the Facebook classified, and there's a bunch of new stuff. There's like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the Fisher King, some new Disney box sets. And I'm like, I think I could make it to Canton. And I don't tell Nina. And I walk into the house with two giant boxes, like, there's rainwater all over my hair. And she's like, I knew you were in Canton. So this gift predates that, which Anthony was like, I know you do some things with LaserDisc. He's like, I think you have a LaserDisc collection now.
I'd asked you about LaserDiscs, and you kind of sounded like you could take them or leave them. Yeah, but I probably don't want to, I already have collections. I probably don't want to add a new collection. So I was kind of like, oh, man. Maybe the LaserDisc isn't a good idea. And then there's a video with Levi, you seem so appreciative of the LaserDisc that he got you.
Oh my God.
That's the best thing ever.
I found this brand new on eBay. It was brand new. And I guess you have to start collecting LaserDiscs now. I think you're on the path of a LaserDisc collection.
So he bought me this collectible Star Wars.
My goodness.
And for the people who don't know, like there was a long time there, it's still sort of technically true, where the Star Wars LaserDisc collection was the highest resolution of the original theatrical releases you could get.
Yes.
I happen to have them already, but not this beautiful box set.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, but he probably has a Star Wars LaserDisc. He probably has Star Wars related media. So if it needs to be good.
What was the last time you had a LaserDisc in your hand?
It's been years. I have a LaserDisc player.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
That's the hardest thing about LaserDisc collection.
And I have a small collection of LaserDiscs. I have like Free Willy, I have Interview with a Vampire, I have a bunch of stuff you could get at Suncoast in the discount bin at the time. Oh my God, look at this. This is incredible. Oh, they're so nice too. And it's multi-disc per movie, right?
Of course.
3 discs per movie.
Wow, all individually sleeved.
Like this George Lucas book.
Holy cow, this is like a mint set too. This hasn't even been like, the book is still sealed.
This actually was wrapped and I unwrapped it.
Can I just say I love the medium of LaserDisc. I love the format, like the size of the physical disc.
You love a nice, like, giant, beefy looking
Yeah,
thing.
they're just like mega CDs.
But Frankie explained to me that they're eventually all going to rot.
Are they?
Yeah.
So we have to rush to watch them all before they
Yeah,
run.
enjoy them while you can.
And we have been watching LaserDisc at home. Gloria was watching Hunchback the other day.
Yep.
I watched Gone with the Wind.
It's just like a giant CD.
Did you know that there's a small format LaserDisc? Spinal Tap
Yeah.
in 1992 put out this thing called Break Like the Wind, and it was a bunch of new funny songs. And they released one that was like 10 minutes long, and it was just 2 songs. And I bought it, and it was like a small format LaserDisc.
Really?
And what I've learned is that the video is analog, the audio is digital.
Yes.
So then he gives to Nina.
This is a box of strange and unusual garden seeds.
Gardening, I thought, would be tricky because it's like, well, I don't know much about gardening myself. So Etsy, I thought Etsy was the right place to get this gift. I like the marketing ploy here. It says, strange, unusual gardening seeds.
So some of them are things I actually do eat commonly, like spaghetti squash. But then there are things like tomatillos, garlic chive, and purple radish, okra, pink cranberry bean, all kinds of strange stuff I'm going to attempt to grow. This is probably my favorite gift I've ever been given as an adult woman. It's consumable, like I'm not left
with a
thing that I'm like, oh, did I use that? Did I not use it?
Well, and it comes with like cards with information. It comes with nice packaging. You could reuse the vials.
And I get little adorable glass bottles afterward to do I don't know what with, but it appeals to me.
Maybe you could put it in your Party City basket. Yeah, and then he could put his vitamins in them. Yes. So this is, should I film it for you?
Sure.
Maybe Nina could. Would you be able to film him?
Yeah.
Are you tethered?
Oh yeah.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Can I just say I love the vintage wrapping paper too? I don't know if it's vintage or not, but I love the style.
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
like a bonfire. Like I want to hang out here. So this is a record player, but this is like what they market like boomers. I know nothing about turntables or records. I have the Muppet Christmas Carol. I don't have a vinyl player, and I really want to just get. I actually want one.
I think it looks cool, and it's not just a record player. Apparently, you could play all kinds of music on it.
But this also has a cassette and CD player. And you know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm gonna put this on top of my wood grain CRT.
There you go.
Doesn't that
That
go?
look nice. And I don't care who calls you a hipster.
There is not a cabin that I want to hang out on this one, but it's still lovely.
It's still nice.
The Spin Doctors. Pocket full of kryptonite. So in my Super Nintendo video, I talk about how when I played Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, I got it on my birthday in 1994, and my sister got me the cassette tape of Spin Doctor's Pocket Full of Kryptonite. So whenever I play Zelda: Link to the Past, I think of this album.
I remember in like one of your NES videos.
1, 2, Princess kneel before you. And like Nina, this is the most thoughtful gift I have ever received in my entire life.
Excellent. And then this was for you and your kids too. And we got the same one actually.
Oh, this one has a nice serene deer. I'm like in a real good mood after seeing this wrapping paper. This biggest story Bible storybook.
I remembered as a little kid, I had this book of Bible stories. Probably everything I know about the Bible probably came in that. This is much, much nicer looking than the one that I had.
Oh, this is really cool.
We've been reading it. It's beautifully illustrated and it's like well written for kids and like a little bit funny.
We don't have anything like this, so I think this will be actually really helpful. Actually, Gabriel's going to be making his first communion.
Oh yeah, of course.
So this will be very good. And while I'm sitting here, I might as well do this. This is from somebody else. So you got a Facebook message.
Yeah, and he was like, anybody out there in Red Cow Land that likes Zelda? And I said, I know a guy.
Every Sunday, 9:30 Eastern time, I do a series called All the Zeldas. So he sent me this, and a little note that said, EJ, got this as a Secret Santa gift, but I'm not a Zelda guy. Thought you might think it's cool, Doug Peterson. Look at it, it's got the Nintendo case. You pull it out, and it looks like a giant Zelda cartridge. When we got an NES, we got 2 games. It was, Super Mario Duck Hunt, and it was this.
Yeah.
This was our first game that we bought. So this is the Legend of Zelda encyclopedia. So it covers all the way up till Breath of the Wild, because I think it was released right before Breath of the Wild. Art, it's lore, it's like developer notes.
I like that the edges of the paper are gold.
Yeah,
So that when you close it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I took this out of the box the other day, and my kids are like, "What is that?" Because they're huge Zelda fans too. They love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, so there's nothing on that in here. But still, I'm gonna actually have a good time looking through this book. Just even like all the enemy artwork and tells what all the monsters are.
Do you have a coffee table at home?
I don't.
need a coffee table to put some of these books on.
Oh, well, here's the other thing. It comes with a recreation of the NES manual. It's the story, but it's a guide to the encyclopedia.
That's really cool.
So it's got the art that was in the manual.
So it's new content, but in the format.
And I still have the instruction book, so that's really fun.
Very nice.
And I did just want to highlight, Super Anthony also generously sent me an eBay gift card, which I did actually buy something with.
What'd you
Should I
buy?
get it and show you?
Yeah, of course. The reason that he got John a generous eBay gift card was because he actually bought John a Super Advantage for the SNES. He ran it by me, and I was like, well, actually, John does have that. It's in the thumbnail of one of the Junt SNES videos, and he was like, oh, I can't stand to give him something he already has, so.
What do you get the man who has everything? And when I saw this was clearly the coolest looking thing I could find.
Like the Super Advantage, right? This is Nintendo's first party one.
I messed up here. I got all excited about controllers, but there's no excuse for this because it's like right in one of the thumbnails. So no, that's not cool. Doing some more listening, I picked this up from John.
I have been using eBay basically since it started.
So cool. We got you a gift card for eBay.
But I see what John bought with it. Oh my God.
Using his gift card and a little of my own money too, I have purchased the Pfaltzgraff Rooster.
The rarest of
The
all
rarest and
Pfaltzgraff.
most expensive Pfaltzgraff
He's going to be so happy to hear that.
Wait a minute. So since you cracked the dough bowl, should we crack that just for like?
John owns a Pfaltzgraff Village Rooster, a collector's piece of which only 500 were made. It is false. They are very rare and very expensive, and I'd love to have one.
I would have seen it.
I thought it would be displayed prominently in one of our contents.
So, cock-a-doodle-doo, EJ.
It's hand numbered. This is number 273 or 283 out of 500,
You got one.
and I have it.
You would. The reason that the bowl got cracked was because his car seat has some kind of automated, like, this is John's size
Yes.
thing. And I got in the car and I was like, no, wait, no.
I have a Rooster question.
Yes.
And a Pfaltzgraff question. Sure. Is that the only purely ornamental piece of Pfaltzgraff?
See, I recently got another new piece right there next to the bathroom. It's a Jello mold, but it's not a practical Jello mold.
What'd you do? Scotch tape it to the wall?
No, it's designed to hang to the wall.
Okay.
It's got a little thing in it, and like the clock too is kind of decorative.
Oh, okay.
There's a few pieces, but this is the one that's like, if you have this, you're just really being silly, kind of.
I've collected a few pieces of Village because that was what was in my house growing up.
Yep.
And I love them. And Frankie was like, if you want to just change over all of our dishes to Village, I'll support that. And I was like, I can't go there.
I was like, I know a guy who probably would sell us some. From here, I don't think I have a strategy.
Sure, no strategy, no plan. Let's just see what we get.
I'm looking for a note before we start revealing content.
Oh my.
This is one of the ones I was the most excited about getting.
Okay.
And if there's no note, I may have to go into my email.
Sure.
Log into my email. I may have to log in.
You might have to log in.
Are you tired of logging in?
Yes.
Yes.
God,
I
yes.
am.
We got a note from a guy named Nolan last May.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My name is Nolan, and I am the president at EnterpriseCP in Long Prairie, Minnesota. I came across your YouTube channel a few months back and loved the mac and cheese content. We are a mac and cheese manufacturer that produces over 100 million boxes of mac and cheese annually.
Whoa.
100 million mac and cheeses.
That's a lot of boxes of macaroni and cheese.
Half of what we produce is private label mac and cheese for big box stores. The other half is our company brand, Premier Pantry, which is sold mostly to food insecurity outlets and food bank networks.
Okay.
However, we currently launched a deluxe mac and a premium shells in Dollar Tree in our Premier Pantry label. I was checking to see if you would be interested in reviewing our product if we sent you some samples. I wanted to also send my appreciation for the positive comments on the Rapid Mac cooker as ECP purchased the Rapid Mac trademark and the cooker business last fall.
Whoa.
He owns the Rapid Mac.
Owns the Rapid Mac.
I'll get some product and some limited run red cookers sent your way. We're also working, so these are red cookers.
I have never seen a red one before, to be honest.
We're also working on some new products that are specially designed for the Rapid Mac cooker that I will send your way once we have a final formula.
These are actually really nice, and I don't make a ton of macaroni and cheese nowadays, but when I do, I still use my Rapid Mac, and it's getting a little worn out, so having a new one.
You could have 4. Do you want one?
Yeah.
It also says it's great for canned soup and ravioli. It suggests other things you can make.
This dude, he has a cereal in the Rapid Macs. You know this.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, do you use this as a cereal bowl?
It's got an extra use. It's the perfect size and depth.
I
you know?
object. I don't want to eat cereal out of something squared.
I disagree with you. I don't mind the squareness.
Bowl.
Honestly, when I've gone to cereal now, I use my Pfaltzgraff deep cereal bowls, TM.
From the Pfaltzgraff deep line.
Yes.
Do you think that they're different in any way? From
No,
the-
I just took a look. They're exactly
Oh, they're
the
just
same.
red. It's still called Rapid Mac Cooker.
Yes, the imprint on the bottom is exactly the same. The lines are the same. Actually, it's a little bit different than the one I have, but mine's very old.
In 10 years of BoxMac,
Yes.
technology has advanced.
If nothing else, plastic molding has advanced.
Can you believe that 10 years ago, we had a little meme about we're going to use the Rapid Mac Cooker?
Yeah.
And 10 years later, the guy who owns it is like, have the new ones.
Quarter of a lifetime away.
What was the contraption that had the ingredient hole?
Oh, that ridiculous thing.
Yeah, I don't think that that continued.
Oh, it's too hot to touch. Don't touch the ingredient hole.
Don't you think we do have to do these?
Of course.
But in the Rapid Macs, there's no reason
Oh,
to make
sure,
them on the stove.
We totally could do it in the Rapid Mac.
But didn't he say that these aren't formulated for the Rapid Mac?
Did he say that?
I think so. He said they're working on a formula that works
How do you
better.
not have it formulated for the Rapid Mac?
I trust the
It's
Rapid
very
Mac.
difficult to get the right amount of water with these.
Do you want to do an episode? Because we have plenty.
Sure.
We do each in the Rapid.
Yep.
Each on the stove.
Yeah.
We have done it before. Is the Rapid Mac just a bowl and you had it and you cooked it in a non-Rapid Mac?
Yeah.
And we proved it was just a bowl.
It was just a bowl. Yeah.
It's just a bowl.
What technology is present here? What we didn't test was, is the stove cooked Mac better?
Yes. Wait, did we never test that, really?
I don't think we did. Did we? We'll have to go back. It's been 10 years.
We're going to compare the stove version to the Rapid Mac version and see how good is it. Here's the Rapid Mac and here's
On the left.
Stovetop Mac. Pretty close. I can only sense a tiny bit of difference between
It tastes a little, just a tiny bit more buttery.
a little bit more gritty.
So I'm really excited about this.
Yes, I am too. This is awesome.
Were the directions written on the bottom of the old Rapid
They
Mac?
were.
This has the instructions.
So that's one way it's not a bowl.
Yeah, that's right. It's got the proper lines and everything.
And it's got the lines and everything.
Lines and everything.
Aw, jeez, and you got the stink lines and everything?
What is this fascinating box and label?
So it's from Kate McManey, and it's from Canada. Oh, I think this is from Lynx, who gave us, we put it on the podcast, there's a 3D printed cow.
Okay.
Red cow with headphones.
Oh, cool.
It's beautiful. And she sent us Canadian snacks.
Ooh.
There might be other snack boxes.
Yeah.
Perhaps we'll come back to the snack box.
Sure, that sounds good.
So shake all the boxes and see if there's Mac in them.
Mac.
Wow, there's a drawing.
I love the drawings.
When they go a little further with the
Yeah.
notes.
Oh wow, that's a nice noodle.
That's a nice
That's a
noodle.
nice noodle.
Thank you for all the entertaining films. BoxMac, No Views, Junt's Nest, etc. And don't forget EJ's popcorn videos. I have enjoyed them all. A picture of a macaroni noodle. Thanks. Signed Star Wars Betamax. Also, Gracia and Calvin. I hope you enjoy the Goodwill mac and cheese.
Goodwill mac and cheese? It's Pasta USA branded for 59 cents.
Wow, 59-cent mac and 10 years later. You know, in 2015, I think, remember we did like a Battle of the Cheaps in the first, we used to brand the episodes a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Today, how low can you go? Do it again.
And I think the cheapest one at that time is 39 cents.
I was gonna say 39 cents.
39. It's the cheapest you found in your life.
In my life, 39.5 cents. I couldn't go any lower.
These lovely little, I don't know exactly what they are, some kind of candy named Gloria's.
Gloria's. Wow.
Ingredients: goat milk, sugar, corn syrup, pecan, sodium bicarb, potassium sorbate as preservative. Contains milk and pecans.
It contains goat milk and Red 5 and people really
didn't see any dyes in there.
people really like my RFK Jr. They're called Gloria's, and we're gonna put people on an organic farm. Where they're 79 cents, so they're more expensive. Three of these are more expensive than that one.
That's right. Some mac and cheese lip balm.
Wow. Goes straight to this is also something that should go straight to Gloria.
Various small candies.
Very small guys.
The ones that are clearly watermelon, I'd like to try.
This is a well-used, it's a guinea, 2,000 guineas
I think my man is from Mexico.
from the Republic of Guinea.
Fucking terrible.
Is it?
You know.
Oh, it's like salty. Oh, okay. They said sour, but they meant salty.
Well, thank you so much for your lovely gift.
Thank you, Star Wars Betamax. Oh, Levi. Levi Reed did our VHSs.
Oh, okay.
It's the whole reason the VHSs exist. It all started when he said, can I cut together a best of VHS for myself? Because
Yeah.
I collect for VHS. And I kind of like took that to mean like, why don't why don't we make one for everybody in the whole class?
Yeah.
He was the one who was like, well, I'm going to cut the whole thing to be 4x3. I said, okay. And then we started working on it together and eventually got sleeves. And it became, I think, one of my favorite projects in the entire
they're
2024.
amazing. They're awesome.
He then became what we call a slob. He became an editor for us.
Yep.
For the podcast. And, we talk to him daily. He's a great guy.
Yep.
He's a veteran. And he sent us mac and cheese.
Very cool.
As for the Mac, they are a smidge exclusive as they are only available at U.S. military commissaries. As only 1% of the country serves in our armed forces, not many folks have access. Whether good or bad, this is an opportunity to try it without having to raise your right hand. Send my best to all of you and have been honored to be able to work so closely with the channel on projects. Here's to many more. Your tape maker and humble slob, Levi Reed.
Oh, lovely. Freedom's choice. That's pretty cool.
Our most local commissary is in Newport, Rhode Island.
You know what? This would make 4th of July episode.
Ah, yes, it would. A little box to Frankie Frame. It's got a letter.
Carb a diem.
These are foreign Macs.
Dear Team Red Cow, it's been a while. I blame the pandemic. You know who sent this? Her name is Emily. She used to make miniature versions of herself on Instagram all around the world. And she made miniature mac and cheese and her holding do you remember this?
I remember this.
This is her. Hello from the UK and the person with the dolls again. Sending you some Macs I picked up in Germany and Malaysia, where my relatives are. Take care and thanks again for all the entertainment. Emily.
We've got this I think is a German Mac of some kind.
We've done it. We've done Germans.
A Prego mac and cheese, and then this fascinating little packet, which just must be just the cheese sauce, and you add your own pasta. Some lovely caramel wafer biscuits.
I think that should be set aside for the snack portion.
I think it should.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's in the green?
Sure.
I think actually that was another part of Anthony's gifts.
Oh, it's a heavy one.
Right. There were more Bibles. No, you get 2.
Each of your children get one. They don't have to share.
You also get this other one that we got. Right. Okay, good.
You get Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Samuel, Kings, Chronicles, Ezra, hundreds of Proverbs, plus you get the New and Old Testament for $16.
So they can have a preference. So if they're they don't know if they're NLT people or NASB people, they can figure that out.
Can you explain that for me?
Explain it, Nina.
So there's lots of different versions of the Bible, which I didn't know. I grew up Catholic. I grew up King James version of the Bible. That's it. Apparently there's the New Living Translation. There's the North American Standard Bible.
Which is a little bit more anointed.
Which is a little, that's the joke at our church.
The overwhelming majority of translation here is in you. That's why I like the New American Standard Bible. It's a little more anointed.
There's big brouhaha at our church about which Bible they preach from.
Or the brouhaha is kind of a joke.
By the way, I have a brand new Bible this morning that I just got in the mail, and it's a New Living Translation. So, nope. Security, take names of all those people that just made noise.
Our pastor either lost or he needed to have his rebound. And so somebody gave him the New Living Translation and he's having to preach out of that. And it's just thrown him completely off.
Did it really?
Somebody say, thank the Lord that we got our Bible back, okay? For those of you that were praying, I finally got my trusty NASB back, and I feel the anointing.
Because they're sort of gradients. The King James is a little bit more antiquated. The language in it isn't as accessible for everybody. New Living is sort of if you're used to the King James, it's a little bit like toddler speak.
This is from the New Living Translation. Now that word breath, yep. Could you put it back on the NASB? We've had just about enough of that this morning. Yeah, thank you.
If the pastor was looking to do a big interpretation, one translation might not make the interpretation possible.
Yeah.
You can't now make that bridge.
Yeah, you can't make that bridge.
We are in the New Living Translation this morning. People get excited about the Word of God here. If you're visiting, it's just... Yeah, people get excited.
Holy cow, somebody spent 100 Australian dollars.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Frankie and John. I've been watching your videos for a few years now, and I recently bought the Blu-rays. Earlier this year, I found a new theme of Australian Macs made by Lord of the Fries. I've also sent a couple of Big Cheese Easy Macs, an assortment of Australian candy, and some Hello Kitty-shaped pasta I found in an Asian grocery store. Looking forward to seeing you try them. Tim. So Tim Sidney is his name?
Tim Sidney from Australia?
Yeah.
Wow. That'd be like if my name was Frankie, Massachusetts.
I love this Hello Kitty pasta. That is so cute. And we've got these Big Cheese Macs, which I have obviously never heard of. A lot of varieties of these vegan macaroni and cheeses.
The vegan looks like an explicit label.
I'm gonna listen to my Fuji's album while I eat this mac and cheese.
X gonna give it to you. I saw a thing of, it was the Reading Rainbow theme with DMX hyping it the whole time.
Butterfly in the sky.
Come on!
I can go twice as high.
Let's get it on.
Look at this bevy of snacks here.
Where's Matt when you need him?
All right, we're saving this for the snack portion.
I told you there's a lot of boxes.
There are a lot of
Every
boxes.
time a new one came in, I was like, oh no. What?
What? I know this Mac. I love this Mac. No note?
Who sent it? It's from Arizona, I know that much.
Yep.
You guys live this magical life where mystery boxes of macaroni and cheese and snacks show up in your world.
Piggly Wiggly Macs that I don't think we've ever done. And these, which are fascinating because they're Rice-A-Roni branded macaroni and cheeses.
But they're macaroni.
They're macaroni. There's no rice, but they have the Rice-A-Roni brand in the corner and the Rice-A-Roni branding.
Are the instructions just like Kraft Mac instructions?
Just stock standard, Dana. The absolute most Mac of Macs.
We'll do a quick search for Arizona. Tucson, Arizona.
This is the way we talk in Tucson, Arizona.
You wanted to have your final human orgasm. I got nothing. I have no idea.
Well, thank you, mystery internet person, for these random selection of Macs. This is a delicious Mac we've had before, which I will just eat independently on my own free time.
So it's time for the 10th annual.
The 10th annual
snack tasting. One awful candy per bag.
One. I'm sure they're not going to be awful, right?
That banana flavored one is going to be awful.
All right, Nina, we're starting with it.
Artificial banana flavor is the worst artificial flavor.
Well, it's the artificial banana flavor in a candy that I would never consume normally.
What you're not getting is the ridiculous texture.
It looks like circus peanuts.
It's asbestos.
Oh, it's like stale circus peanut.
It's too sweet. To add some, standard John Levity.
John Levity. It's too sweet.
Oh, but these are cute. Chocolate Monsters.
Milk chocolate with popping candy and sherbet chips, not sorbet. Gloria, do you want to try some candy from strangers? I got some sort of a lizard creature playing a guitar.
It's distinctly milk chocolate.
It's pretty good quality milk chocolate, but it's very milky. There's not a lot of chocolate in it. But it's got the Pop Rocks in it, which kind of adds a weird secondary flavor. It's interesting. They're Whiz Fizz branded.
Sherbet bombs.
Is sherbet like super popular out there?
You like lemon?
I do. I love
Nina
lemon.
recently got some kind of lemon candy for some sort of old lady ailment.
Those old-fashioned, like, dusted lemon drops.
Oh, yeah. They're great.
She's like, I'm going to need some lemon candy.
It's a hard candy.
But you like blue or orange?
Blue. No one chooses orange.
They're kind of tasty. They're very mild. They're not too sweet.
My moderate to severe ectasia in my jaw. She got old on me.
We're all getting old on each
She got
other.
old on me. Oh, it's too hard.
It's not. It's like a sucking candy. It's not a.
It's a sucking candy.
Yeah. It's mild.
To severe.
Something happened.
Did it release?
It's mild, but it's like soapy.
I think anything that you're going to suck on for a long period of time should not be this humongous.
I'm chewing it because it has like the stale Skittles texture.
Half of my mouth is
consumed.
Yeah.
The other half's free.
I like the texture, but not the flavor.
You like the texture? What texture?
Chewy.
Chewy? It is not chewy. If I start chewing into this, listen.
Oh no, it has some chew if you really give into it.
I'm not giving in. Can you get some spitting napkins? I can't keep doing this.
I don't advise biting them. I don't advise it.
Did like a tooth come out?
I got Polly Waffle Bites. Milk chocolate and wafer coated marshmallow. That sounds pleasing.
Oh, that's going to be great. Hello, you absolute pollywogs.
It's the nicest of all the candies we've had so far.
I like that when you chew, it's meant to have been chewed.
Yep.
I actually like it.
It's not bad.
You hate it? So much so you'll spit it?
It's not for Nina. All right, we've got Cadbury branded, a classic candy brand, Pascal Clinkers. I have no idea. I feel like this is two brands combined together that I know nothing about.
Pascal's Clinkers. Oi!
Oh.
It was like a pistachio in there.
Is this why there's not a big obesity problem in Australia?
Can you use your words? I'm so curious.
So inside, Nina, there is an extremely dry, sugary, flavored candy concoction with a strong, unusual flavor.
Oh.
It's so gross.
It's like a malted milk ball. I actually like the way it sort of crunches and then dissolves.
I just wish the
But the
flavor,
flavor
inside hadn't been so
is incredibly
international.
artificial.
Australia's Violet Crumble.
From Men's.
Oh, from Men's.
For Men's.
3 floors of product just for men. Martha Stewart products for men.
And, mattresses for men.
Yes.
Right, and couches.
Patio furniture just for men.
So,
Hang on. It's the way it shatters that matters, is what the.
So that's
log line is.
intentional.
it is, yeah. It's like if they made a single layer of a Butterfinger super thick.
Well, a Butterfinger, the inside, whatever the hell is in the inside of a Butterfinger, seems designed to stick to your teeth. This doesn't stick to your teeth.
No.
The inside flavoring, though.
It's honeycomb.
Well, these are pretty safe bet, I think. Famous last words. They're little fruit pastales. I don't know, like what is
What do
that
you call
word?
it?
They look like gumdrops. I only want a lemon one.
It's a lifesaver.
It just tastes like a lightsaber in a slightly gummy form. It's very tasty. It's a lovely candy.
These are probably chewy dinosaurs.
Yeah.
The thing about their bags, they rip right open, unlike American
That's
bags.
nice. The orange one is perfectly nice.
That's a banana flavor. I'm not taking that one.
Allen's Killer Pythons.
More gummies.
Oh my.
Oh, wow.
They're-
Those
they're
are
a bit
This is your favorite kind of thing.
No.
No?
No, I actually don't like gummy worms. They're not firm enough. I prefer the dinosaur texture was good. I
What's
like
your favorite
firm.
gummy candy in the whole wide world?
The Coke bottles.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can use your teeth.
There's some kind of like
I like the flavor.
soda flavor.
It should be green apple, pineapple, orange, strawberry, or mixed berry.
Maybe the mixed berry, I don't know.
Yeah, you move through different flavors as you eat. No, I like it. I think it's tasty.
There's 21% less plastic across their range of confections.
When you reach for a gummy worm, it should be absolutely disgusting or at least off-putting.
You ever look at a bag of candy and know you're just not gonna like
Yeah.
it?
Well, ones that look like chalk that you would draw on a chalkboard with.
They're giant Smarties.
I'm not a fan of this kind of candy.
No, me neither. No.
Whoa, John hates it. What do you hate? Oh. Wow. And we've got a spoon.
No, it's not good, Gloria. I mean, you can try one if you want.
Stay away, kiddo. Whenever we talk about Smarties on the show, Canadians are always like, oh, here a Smartie is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
You look sad.
I just...
Hey, Gloria, what do you think?
A little bit spicy.
A little bit spicy.
Spicy. Did you get a spice?
Oh, it smells fizzy.
I had the green one, and it is fizzy. And
Oh, it's fizzy.
She spit hers out.
It tastes like
That out.
Comet, the bathroom cleaner.
Mine was just really sour and tasted like a Smartie, but I didn't want to continue.
There were tropical flavors.
Yes, and finally we have.
What was that? They're massaging it.
I was trying to break it up a little. Allen's Frogs Alive.
Is this the last thing?
This is from the same company as the
Yes,
Killer
this
Pythons.
is the last
God
one.
help us. Okay.
A frog for Frankie.
Thank you.
Heavily chewy.
Yeah.
This is not bad.
Rotisserie chickens?
You gotta
It's a
love
frog.
It is kind of like a rotisserie chicken.
Oh, this is the best texture you can have for a
She wants it hard.
Those are for Nina, and the flavor's pretty good.
And they're not going to have red 40 in it because they're from Australia.
Because they're from Australia.
What red do they have in them?
They have that carbonic acid where they crush up the bugs to make the red dye.
But that's natural. That's actually way better than red 40.
It's better for you. It's
Yes.
just kind of gross.
We're going to have SSRI addicts on an organic farm crushing up those bugs.
All right, so the best was clearly the Polly Waffle Bites.
Oh,
I think so.
know your serving. 4 frogs is 1 serving. 4 rotisserie chickens.
4 rotisserie chickens. Who sent us the caramel wafer biscuits?
That came
Earlier in the day.
earlier in the day.
There's no clues coming from the box.
All he knows for sure is that it came from the right.
It came from over here. It came from over here.
I didn't know it was my job to track it. I didn't keep data.
If there was only one box to the right, he would have had this thing on lock. So thanks, whoever.
No, it was from the German box.
Was it?
With the German and the Malaysian.
Yes.
This actually does look really good.
Like Reese's Sticks, Nutty Buddies.
Sure.
Chocolate wafer is one of
Yeah,
my
it's
favorite classes of
delicious.
candies.
Oh, caramel on inside.
Yeah. Well, it's called caramel wafer biscuits.
It's marketed like an old-fashioned medicine.
Or like a dental tonic.
You ever had a stroopwafel? It's like a stroopwafel.
It doesn't have that nice, crunchy, wafery.
Yeah, the caramel naturally decrisps the wafer.
The caramel is a little bit bitter.
Which I kind of like. I'm not an overly sweet fan.
So Lynx sent us these Canadian snackaroos, mostly chips.
Oh, there's some savory in here. It's not all sweet.
What jumps out to me is Canadian
Smart Food. Well, let's give it a try, shall we? To me, it tastes like Smart Food.
No, no diff. Maybe slightly better. It's pretty good.
The cheese tastes a little better to me.
It's definitely dialed down.
It's a horrible shame that Zach couldn't come. Well, we have ketchup.
Ketchup Lay's.
Ketchup chips.
It's obviously colored with natural beets.
This is what's coming for you. It tastes like ketchup.
It tastes like Canada.
It tastes like ketchup on a chip.
Try it. Don't just smell it again. It tastes like ketchup on a chip.
Yeah.
If you really love ketchup, and it's the only flavor you want in your mouth.
It's like when you open a McDonald's ketchup packet.
Ruffles, all dressed. You get tomato, salt, and onion. Oh, you're gonna do Mike and Ike's? Okay.
And you're not a Mike and Ike's fan, right?
No.
So I should just give you the reds and the pinks.
I have always liked Mac-a-Roni's. And hot tamales, too.
These are not, these are a product of the USA, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
They're sweeter than I remember. They're too sweet. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
I always liked hot tamales better.
Oh, but in Canada, they label high in sugar.
In case you were unclear.
A good chip? It's nice. It's a nice chip.
It's a really good chip.
Yeah, it's like salt and vinegar, but a little extra.
With like a little tomato to tone down the salt. and
Yeah,
vinegar.
yeah.
Mars?
Bars? I have not had one in forever. It's like a Snickers without the peanuts.
Yeah, it's nougat, almond, chocolate.
For my taste, a little too nougaty.
Yeah, I agree.
Proudly prepared in Canada.
The chocolate's good, too.
Arrow. This is what they just go to one of their Canadian grocery stores and just buy everything.
What's that phobia that everybody likes to talk about online when you're afraid of the little holes and things?
It's good chocolate. It's got weird texture because of all the air.
It's got a Three Musketeers quality, like with air.
Oh,
Little figures.
I think she 3D printed these nice little figures. They're kind of like little freaky alien dinosaur things, like little creatures.
This is graphic. This is pornographic.
Okay, so...
Sure, you can have one of these monsters.
Oh, God.
I was going to say, I'll put one on in front of my TV. No.
Can we please do the score bar next?
It would go well with coffee, wouldn't it?
I think I like the butter. I think it was too many years being a vegan, and now I'm obsessed with that butter flavor.
What is that?
F yeah.
Coffee crisp.
Until we got into those like porn monsters, this box was definitely for me.
The porn monsters are an anomaly, aren't they?
All right, here we go. Coffee crisp.
Sustainably sourced cocoa.
Not for me, but here. It's perfect for coffee.
It is nice for
It
coffee.
tastes like coffee.
Yeah.
Sweet 16 gummies.
Oh, it's a worm?
Well, some are, some aren't. It's 16.
So whatever falls off the conveyor belt.
There's cards in here. Cat's Clayations.
Clayations.
We've seen some of them.
Does all this cool 3D printed sculpture type stuff.
Oh, there's more.
Wait, this is not a candy, and there's more candy.
Could be a microphone.
Oh, no. This is where the cow is supposed to sit on.
Oh, it's a pedestal for the cow.
And the microphone.
Oh, right. Nutri-Grain. Here, I'm going to hand you anything left. These are the real Smarties. Real. These are Canadian Smarties.
I'm enjoying this Canadian Nutri-Grain bar. Oh, we got some sunripe fruit to go here, too, which is just nice dried fruit, which is delicious.
Yeah, some fruit leather.
Look, Nina, Tim Hortons coffee.
I could take it to work and use the Keurig.
Is that it?
Besides the porn monsters.
Wine gums.
So, they taste like wine? Wine? These taste like wine? Oh, it's very chewy, Nina.
It's the chewiest possible candy. I do get a little tiny bit of wine flavor in them.
I'm getting a little bit of port in mine.
In the U.S., what's a Smartie? Little disc shaped.
Little disc shaped
They
chocolate
come in a
things.
little roll. This is NHL branded Canadian Nestle Smarties.
What?
And they're totally different. Gloria, in Canada, this is what a Smartie is.
It's like an M&M.
Should we?
I seriously don't like it.
How do you even know? How do you know you don't like it?
If you haven't even tried it.
How do you know you don't like it? If you've never even tried. It came to me in a dream.
It's chocolate.
It's like an M&M with more shell, less chocolate. It's good.
Well, there you go. That was the 10th annual.
10th annual unboxing. Thank you so much for sending in all these fascinating snacks.
We got to do some of the international Macs. We got to do the Freedom Macs.
Yep.
We're going to do some of these.
We're going to do some of these.
Try
things.
to.
We are.
The Rapid Mac.
That's right.
The Red Rapid.
And the truth is, we're in the New Living Translation because I lost my New American Standard Bible. If anybody sees it, it's about this color, just a little more worn, a little more anointed than this Bible. So if you see it, please return it.